This is the latest deck that I've built. It's a modern burn deck. So let's take a look at the cards. There are some interesting cards here. It's a very powerful deck, very fast. We got 4 copies of Goblin Guide. It's a 2/2 with haste. It's got a bit of a downside, but it's a great card. Only 1 mana. Grim Lavamancer. It's a bit slow, but it can deal damage to any target. Monastery Swift Spear. It's a 1/2 with haste and prowess, so it can get pretty big. 4 copies. Eidolon of the Great Revel. It's a 2/2, but it can deal damage when the player casts a spell, and if it's not checked, it can do a lot of damage. 4 copies. Lava Spike. 3 damage to a player or planeswalker for only 1 mana. Lightning Bolt. It's a classic. I love this card. Shard Volley. You have to sacrifice a land to cast the spell, but it only costs 1 mana. It's another burn spell. Borrow's Charm. It deals 4 damage for only red and white, but it can make your permanents indestructible. 4 copies. Lightning Helix, a little bit of a life gain card. It also deals 3 damage, like most cards in this deck. Searing Blaze. If you have a land enter the battlefield, it can deal 3 damage to a creature and to a player. Only 3 copies, because I think it can slow you down if your opponent doesn't have a lot of creatures. Skullcrack. To prevent life gain and to prevent damage prevention. It deals 3 damage. Got only 3 copies. Rift Bolts. Well, 2 and red, but you can suspend it for 1 red mana. It's a good card. Another staple. Skewer the Critics, only 1 copy. It has Spectacle, so if an opponent has lost life, you can cast it for only 1 mana. It's pretty good. Now a lot of lands, fetch lands like Arid Mesa and Bloodstained Mire. Fast lands, Inspiring Vantage, couple of them. 3 Unlimited Mountains. They're pretty cool. 3 Sacred Foundry. It's a chalk land. A red and white chalk land. Scalding Tarn. Another fetch land. This one is a foil. I don't know why I bought this. I'm probably gonna use the other Tarn that I have that is not a foil, a non-foil. Scalding Tarn again. Only 2 copies. We got a Stomping Ground. This is a Portuguese card. Wooded Foothills. 3 copies. And this is the sideboard. Got a couple of Path to Exile. Straight up removal. Deflecting Palm. It is good against big creatures. A couple of them. Destructive Revelry. It can destroy an artifact or an enchantment. And it also deals 2 damage to the controller. That's why I have Stomping Ground. 3 copies. Core Firewalker for a mirror match. Rest in Peace against Graveyard Shenanigans. 2. And a couple of Exquisite Firecraft. This deals 4 damage to any target, and if there are 2 or more instants or sorceries in your graveyard, it can't be countered, so it's good against blue decks. This is a Russian, the other one was Japanese, and a couple of Searing Blood for when an opponent has a lot of small creatures. And that's it, I'm gonna be playing this deck. Thanks for watching.